What do we have here? It looks promising. It feels very knife-like. Sometimes I open these knife-shaped boxes, and it ends up being new contact lenses or fucking, batteries or some shit. So those little bits of video just go in the trash pile. But this one definitely has the feel of a knife. I would be surprised if it is not a sharp object. It's packaged very well. I'm not sure if I don't remember where this is from or whatever, so we're gonna find out. And nope, no thing on it. Shit, I don't know. Okay, no idea. Shit, did I just put that big scratch down the side? I think maybe I did. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Okay, wow, really well packaged. Okay, it's a heavy sucker. Can we tell what it is? I cannot tell. Okay, it's a cleavery type blade of some kind. It's got a real angled, like a flat blunt tip. Man, I don't remember. Okay, let's see. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I remember this thing. Oh, this is a wild one. Okay, I think this one came from China. Wow, look at this thing. I did not realize it was that big. This bitch is a big chunker. Okay, no, maybe it's not from China. I think it was some kind of wacky used knife I just saw on eBay and put a little bit on it and somehow ended up winning it. But I don't remember what the hell it is. It's pretty neat looking. Interesting. Shit. The thing is wild. It's wilder looking than it was in the picture. All right, let's see. And the blade is even wilder. Boy, that is not a snappy opening. Look at this wild-ass blade. I'm actually hoping that I can bring this tip back at least like this, I think. All right, because this is just too blunt and weird, and I hate it. Why would I buy a knife that I hate? Well, because I'm hoping... Damn, that's a strong lock bar. Holy shit, yeah, we got to do something about that. And we can definitely make that lock bar a little less strong. And then we will have a little better action, too. All right, let's see. What the hell is this thing, even? Okay, it's S35VN. Wow, I can't actually tell if there's a name anywhere on it. Shit, I don't know. We may have to cut this short somewhat because I don't even know what it is. I can't even tell you what it is. Maybe I could have, maybe I can post a pic. And, boy, you can almost, yeah, you can reverse flick it just by gravity, like down near the middle part, though. Yeah, it's neat. It's definitely interesting. I wonder if I could chop that whole top off. That might be interesting to do. Boy, the ratios on blade to handle length are pretty terrible because of this big end piece here that the blade has to stop before, right? But it's kind of neat. It's kind of interesting. So, in that respect, I kind of like it. I thought maybe the blade would stick through. It's so funky shape, but no, right there near the end, you can touch the blade just barely. So, not a big deal at all. Yeah, that's a very, so look how, if you want a fast opening flipper, you need the flipper to be at least parallel with, like if you're looking this way and then 90 degrees to that, you want it to be, pretty much 90 degrees sticking off of, or coming off of the center of the pivot. Since this guy's below there, it gives you a lot less leverage. It's just like very wimpy opening. And then it's a big heavy blade too. I don't know why they didn't put the flipper tab further down, which would have put it further up on this side. If they'd had that flipper tab come down like this, then it would be up over here. So there's no reason for it to be so damn low. There's not even a stop pin in here in the way, because it runs on an internal stop pin, I think. Yeah. It's very interesting. Boy, these two are almost like cousins here. Kind of interesting, right? A little similarity in the handle. I don't know. Not really. This is a A-purpose Xerx that is just really cool, but this one is weird, and I don't know. Let's see, how's the balance? Is it going to ruin the balance if I cut the blade down some? No, it's a little blade heavy, so that's fine. I think maybe I'm going to try to cut this guy at an angle and then cut this whole top piece off. Because why not, you know? I'll make it the way I fucking want it. Being a little bit lighter blade will make it a little more responsive on the flip out, because man, that is slow. Look at that. Just junk almost. You know what? I have another beefy knife that kind of reminds me of the same opening, which saddens me a little bit. This Kaiser Critical. It's a little bit that way with the kind of a low flipper tab. It's way more responsive though. But yeah, no. I think it used to be a little more sloppy, but I actually tightened the lock bar in a little more to give a little more resistance to the detent, so that it builds up a little more pressure before it pops loose. Now, you can definitely fail it if you go too easy, but if you just give it some speed, it goes really good. This guy, unless you really give it some speed, it's kind of shitty. Boy, look at that cutting geometry. Very thick. So it comes from that thickness down to the edge that quickly. Not the best cutting geometry. But I mean, you know, you can make it sharp regardless by laying that edge back a little bit. I think once that top edge is cut off and that edge is angled down a little bit, it'll be a neat looking blade. Much better than that weirdness. It's still going to be weird, but it'll be slightly less weird. Let's see. What are the air goes in this weird ass looking thing? Wow. The pocket clip being way up like that, not very good. It hits right in the hand, right in there. Not great. No, just not great at all. This thing's wild, man. Boy, I might even cut down that thing right there a little bit. It's a little bit too crazy. Anyway, I think I'm just going to have to cut it short because I don't really know what brand it is. I don't know much about it. I'll see if I can find out anything and update it. But for now, here's a weird-ass knife that I bought off eBay and didn't even know what it was, and it was fairly cheap, but it's also weird, and I don't know if I like it. Have a nice day.
Now you know old Prybar's no fan of clones, and sadly, he found out this one was a clone. Now, it's a pretty esoteric brand. It's called Scopion 6, and this particular model's called the Mektig, something like that. Anyway, he modded it up and made it look different than it originally did, so maybe it's something less of a clone now. You decide.
So 6.63 ounces. It's a heavy little fucker. Let's see what we get when we chop it up a little bit.
After chopping it up a little bit.
Ta-da! There we go. We did a lot of metal removal, and it only took off about half an ounce. So, well, a little more, maybe a little more than half an ounce, but lots of metal taken off. It took a couple hours. It worked. The tip is different now, and that whole top part is gone, and a lot of the titanium here is gone. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be a lot lighter. I thought it'd be like an ounce lighter. So I couldn't stand it, you know. I had to mod it. Had to change it a lot. Did lots of stuff to it. And now it's tolerable. Now I don't hate it. Look at these little dimples I put in the blade, the top of the blade right here, so that you can reach it over the edge with your reverse flick finger and even your thumb right here to open it. So before, the only way to open it was with the flipper or just kind of a friction press on the side that sometimes worked and sometimes didn't, which you can still do. But now you have the little thumb area there. I put all these grinds on the pocket clip to kind of match the grinds on the body that were already there. Took this area down, this area right here down a lot. It was stuck way up high before. Put some extra grinds along this edge here to kind of round it off. It was kind of pointy before. And the blade got cut down a lot. It's very late here, so yeah. Stayed up too late messing with this stupid thing, but I like how it turned out. Pretty neat. I tried to make sure that the area through the holes in the handle was, you know, polished somewhat so that when the anode hit it, it would look pretty good. And it turned out pretty good, I think. Have a nice day.